You're fooling yourself.
God, a myth for the weak. Look at the world. Chaos, suffering. Where's your savior now?
What kind of man are you? Always second guessing, never decisive. Real men lead, you follow. You falter, pathetic. Choices define it.
She deserves better. Your love is weak, unreliable.
How long would teach you to see he's a fraud? You're an apple rock. You're crumbly sand.
Daddy, you're supposed to protect, teach, inspire. But look, failures pile up. What legacy are you leaving?
The battle within never ends. Fight me if you can.
Extraterrestrial, like an extraterrestrial, extraterrestrial.
Doctor?
Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. extraterrestrial. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial, 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 extraterrestrial. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial, 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 extraterrestrial. Like a extraterrestrial, extraterrestrial.
Doctor?
Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial, 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 extraterrestrial. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial, 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 extraterrestrial. Like a extraterrestrial, extraterrestrial. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong, I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial, extraterrestrial, extraterrestrial.
Are officially live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the final episode of the BTSI show of 2025. I'm your host, Christopher J. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do me a favor, you want more content like this, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why this is moving so molasses at the moment, but I should expect nothing much from an HP, but that's cool. Follow me on all socials. Links are located in the description. We're on the road to 1,000. Once we reach that goal, we will do our Cash App giveaway episode. If I recall correctly, second and third runner up will get 25. First runner up will get 50, and the winner will get $100. So let's get these numbers up, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, you guys already know I wasn't gonna end the year without doing a recap of 2025. So that's what we here, ladies and gentlemen. Also, for those who don't know, I am simulcast YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Clubhouse. And I know Clubhouse is like, didn't you say you wasn't gonna do no more rooms? I know, but this is a recap room. That doesn't count. And speaking of which, I have my girl Cassie is in the building. Cass, good morning. How you doing, sweetheart?
Good morning.
All right. And at least sound excited to be online. And thank you for those who are watching me on YouTube. I know I'm not gonna call you out, but I'm gonna let you make it. But thank you for the advice. I greatly appreciate it. And in my defense, I got my 8 hours of sleep like I said I would, but I'll keep that between you and I. So I want to say this because this kind of borderline broke my heart yesterday. Let me see if I could find the link. If this will be, if I was supposed to do a quick hit, this will probably be the only one I'll do today. Well, actually, I might do several. We'll see. But while I'm pulling this up, ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, I am a believer of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And in my, I gotta do this again too. In my walk of life, obviously there are things that we do for the Lord, of course. One of them, ladies and gentlemen, is singing. And yes, I used to sing before in the choirs, whether it be school choirs or church, in this case, church choirs. Yes. No, so yeah, I know some people shout, you of all people know how to sing. Oh, you used to sing before? Yes, that is correct. This is a fact. One of the songs that I have sung before in the church was a song called Total Praise. Ladies and gentlemen, Total Praise, uh, Vaughn is in the building. Let me get you up here. Um, Total Praise to this day has been the most difficult song in general, not gospel song, songs in general. Probably one of the most difficult songs for me to actually perform because I was a tenor, but even for that song, I had to um, construct my voice to be a bass. And I don't think people really understand how difficult it is to sing bass. Like, of course, you got your tenors, you got your bass, you got your altos, and your sopranos. Some people think, well, sopranos are difficult. Sopranos are difficult. Obviously, sopranos are difficult. But it's just, how do you find the repost thing? Oh, it's not gonna let me do it on the desktop. Um, when it comes to bass, extremely difficult, and I do mean extremely difficult. Just Ron, hey sweetheart. She just put in the chat. Yes, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the composer of um that song, Richard Smallwood, has passed away at the age 77. And his work precedes him. And actually, and that's a beautiful thing about um serving the Lord. It's not about you. And that would be my biggest issue when I talk to people because they always looking for the attention. They always looking for self. Like I want to be recognized for this. I want to be recognized for my achievement. But that's a beautiful thing about serving God. It's not about you. The pressure's not on you. You are just a vessel. I think vessel is the right word to use. You're just a vessel for God to utilize you to bring people, to introduce people to him, or bring people to him, or bring people back to him. So with Richard Smallwood, you're talking obviously like that total page. You got Trust Me, I'll Trust You. Even Whitney Houston sung one of his songs, I Love the Lord, for the preacher's wife. And of course, if you go back to 2007, Destiny Child's um, covered the song Total Praise. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, most difficult song period that I've ever sung in my life. I can sing plenty songs right now. I know some people say, Chris, I don't believe you can sing. Am I gonna sing right now? No. It's just one of those things that you guys gonna have to catch me doing. And I may or may not uh do a quick cover for Whisper of Doubts when we whenever I shoot that short film. But thank Richard Smallwood. Thank God for you. I truly do mean that because, like I said, most difficult, but that's probably the one of the most powerful songs that I have ever sang before in my life, and I am grateful for how God utilizes people for their talents and to bring people to the Lord. So to Richard Smallwood, I want to say thank you. Rest in peace. May God be with you and your family at this time. And also, in other news, there was something that I saw. I don't care about Kim Newton and Natalie Nunn. Ja Rule doing something to J Lo's backside. Don't care about that. And honestly, although I know that Tiana Taylor and Homeboy broke up yesterday, I don't care because I kind of saw that coming. That's no surprise to anybody. But let's get to 2025. What have what has gone on in 2025, especially in my lifetime? But actually, before I go, I know we got people in the audience. If anybody actually wants to come online, pause. You're more than welcome to. Oh, Nightish, my bad. I ain't even see you. Happy New Year's, OG. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. There's Nightish on the YouTube side. And let me actually drop the link on YouTube for anybody that want to pull up. Y'all can go ahead and tell me how y'all 2025 has been going, or what happened this year, uh, things things you learned, things you regret, all of that. So I will say this for me. Although I know you guys saw me walk across the stage last year, and then I finished my final class this year. So yes, I am a college graduate, ladies and gentlemen. That was one of my highlights for this year because with all the things that I went through in a couple of years, this has been one of my most difficult years, and especially December has been one of my most difficult months. Uh, because the only reason why I know this is because I feel like I'm prepping for next year for to have a better next year for me to finally not go through the stress that I've been going through this year. So with that, I gotta go out with a bang. What as some of you guys know, what happened to me this year. Well actually what happened to me in well actually yeah, let's go actually go back. Let me start with my car. And I'm gonna say this real quick, then I'm gonna get Cass to if Cass wanna contribute, she's more than welcome to. Um so in the midst of just trying to figure out life, everybody know I drove a 2013 Ford Fusion. And for the record, I bought the car um 2015. So just let you guys know I had that car when it's fairly new. Drove that car, took care of that car, and per life expectancy or for what can go wrong, will go wrong, what happened to my car? I it started to break down. I still drove that thing. Let me make sure because I'm not trying to say pause that many times on this episode. Drove it and me me trusting the wrong mechanics to fix the car. They messed up the car furthermore. And what crazy enough is the mechanics are the ones that fix the cars for my job. So I trusted them to do it, and they let me down not once, not twice, but three times. So that I had to use whatever this car was worth at 180,000 miles. I had to That car was a down payment for my new car right now, which is a 2023 Chevy Malibu. So, and the reason why I got a Malibu is because although we drive nothing but Fusions, now we drive Broncos at my job. We had a couple Malibus here and there. So I just really wanted to get something that I was familiar with and just keep it pushing. I know I said I was going to get a pickup truck, but just now's not the time. Especially the extracurricular activities that I do on the side. I really don't need my pickup truck to be doing all that because I'm talking gas guzzlers. I'm talking about more money that I'm gonna waste, and that doesn't make any financial sense. So I got me a Chevy Malibu, fuel efficient, uh, one of the fastest cars I ever drove. If I'm not careful, I can be just driving 70 to 80, maybe even 90 miles per hour without even looking. Now, have I broke the 100 miles per hour barrier? A few times. That's only just to test the car. But other than that, one of the most reliable cars that I had in the while. Now, while I'm enjoying this car and all the features, what happened last month? Um, I got a $1,200 lesson car, not my car, excuse me. The wheels got stolen, left on cinder blocks, and that was a true testament of my patience, ladies and gentlemen, because for my life, it's always what can go wrong will go wrong to the point where thinking positive is a delusion because the opposite will happen. Or even thinking what's going to happen, which is not going to go your way, it goes a lot worse. So when people say be optimistic, I always said that has been a scam. So what I did, because one of my friends was on the phone with me when this happened, because I walked down the stairs and went there. I just kept it cool. I was like, "Oh look, someone took the wheels from my tire." She was a little bit more irate than me, and she's normally the calm one, feeding me the mumble jumble as far as to be optimistic and that type of stuff. I saw that, and I think I was carrying trash to the dumpster anyway. I went to go throw away the trash, looked at it, and I just said, "All right, let me make a few phone calls." Um, with doing that, all the doors started to close on my face per usual. But the true testament is the fact of I won't get angry. I will not lose my mind. I'm just going to keep moving forward. Like I legit had no animosity or anger in my heart. Because granted, probably it's like, well, another day. I've been through. Probably been. This ain't the worst thing I went through. What could be worse than this is them stealing my car, but they just took the rim. So I'm grateful for that. So I just made some phone calls, and my deductible for my insurance was higher than what it would be to replace the wheel. So I had to take this one on the chin and just pay out of pocket. So on I would say the last minute, the last second, when everything started to dry up, I was like, okay, if this doesn't happen, this is going to affect my occupation, and this affects my occupation. This is going to affect my livelihood. And like I said, I really don't have a safety net. And when I mean I don't have a safety net, meaning like the options you think I have is worse than it's probably the worst option, period. So I might as well just give up in life. But one thing I did say is if this doesn't work, I'm okay with whatever outcome leads to this. So with that, glory to God, somebody tire shop was able to help me out. I gave them a down payment, and now I'm back on the road, so everything's cool. So one of the things that I learned from that moment is to relax. Don't make the situation worse than what it already is, and just have faith. And because of that, I am cool, calm, collect. I'm back on the road, and I thank God for that situation. Now I lock my wheels, and that only took $35. Now that kind of annoyed me, $35 would have saved me $1,200. But it's the things you go through. That is one of many things that I learned this year. And also, we'll go over some celebrity stuff later on this year that I think is worth noting. But Cass, are you there, sweetheart?
Yeah.
You said somebody needs some coffee.
Oh, sorry. No, it's my day off. I'm enjoying my life right now. I'm gonna go clearing shopping, so that's fun.
There ain't no shame in that. After Christmas sales, she's point me in a direction to the nearest
Yeah,
Walmart. I'm out of here.
yeah. I stocked up for next year, so I kind of buy the year before. It's much cheaper, and you don't end up looking crazy. And come December, it's great.
Oh yeah, I ain't mad at it. That's honestly that's how it's supposed to be. I'm not shaming somebody. I'm not shaming anybody that does clearance shopping. I support those who shop at Burlington, Ross, Marshalls, K&G. You got a friend in me. I don't know what anybody's talking about.
Yep. So what's going on? What you want to know?
Oh, I just saw your question. If they took all four, is that covered by insurance? The answer is yes. However, that how much it costs to replace it, the deductible was much higher than that. And I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not about
That makes
to.
sense.
I'm not bad enough. I already pay. I'm back to paying full coverage on a 2023. But yeah, we ain't nah. You ain't about to raise up my coverage any more than what it already is.
That's fair. Insurance is like a scam nowadays anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Oh, and celebrity, just quick celebrity news. It's official. You guys couldn't touch them before. You definitely can't touch them now. According to Forbes, where's the article? Forbes report that Beyonce is officially a billionaire, making her the fifth musician to achieve the status. What we got? The Cowboy Carter era not only earned Album of the Year at the Grammys, but it also led to Christmas NFL halftime performance, commercial opportunities, and the world's highest grossing concert tour of 2025. Forbes estimates that the concert grows more than $400 million in ticket sales, an additional 50 mil in merchandise. Parkwood producing it all. Beyonce probably earned the higher profit margin. Oh, well, duh. What else? For it's estimated that she made 148 mil 2025 before taxes. She reportedly collected the estimated 50 mil, including production costs. Her Christmas Day halftime show as well. Did she perform this? I didn't. I remember last year. I don't know about this year, but 10 minutes from Levi. Blah 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 blah. Forbes crowning her the fifth musician to join the status. Beyonce, you hiring? I'm just saying. I got a college degree now. Help me out here. But congratulations. I don't think we ever had a power couple that were both billionaires. We do now. H Town all the way. Shout out to New York. I guess they can get some credit for this. Oh no! Oh, I thought they baby died. So that is okay. That's it on the celebrity side. But Cass, anything that happened this year that you think is worth mentioning? I know just came back in the building, and oh yeah, Cass said she was doing some Christmas shopping. Vaughn, how you doing, sweetheart?
Good morning.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to sound alive. We live.
I am alive, sir.
Yes, you are. What is what is one thing that stood out to you this year that you will either A take into 2025 or you probably leave behind?
I'm confused by the question. Something that I was wanting that I
No,
would.
no, no, no. Something that you've seen, witnessed in 2025 that you be like, this is a lesson for me to take into next year, or just something I'm gonna leave behind. Because I see some wild stuff that will not follow me until 2026.
Honestly, I guess I'll say it was a lesson. The biggest lesson I learned was to be conscious of the company that you keep. Even though, you learned that lesson when you're younger. Um, as an adult, it takes shape in a different way. Um, but yeah, just a reminder of that lesson.
Hmm.
So it's just some people that ain't making it into 2026.
I agree. Which ironically goes into the second thing about 2026 for me. Well, 2025. Um, some of the restarts that I have had the displeasure of dealing with has been very eye opening. Now, for those who don't know, restarts is just another word for, the word that I'm trying to stay away from saying. Oh, where I There we go. Um, sometimes, sometimes when I go into what it be clubhouse rooms, or when I go into what do you call it? YouTube streams or platforms or whatever. First off, you go there in good faith just to have the conversation or be part of the conversation because it's actually something worth talking about, something worth magnifying, and so on and so forth. Here's my problem, and this is going to tie into what happened yesterday in another lesson as well. Shout out to those from Welcome to Louisiana. That's content and that's mushroom. Unfortunately, if you have access to Wi-Fi, it means you have access to the internet. If you have access to the internet, you have access to these platforms. And if you have access to the platforms, they may have features to where you can actually talk. Here's my problem. Some of y'all just don't need to be talking at all. Not even a little bit. Like, seriously. Because you just, for the most part, I say this respectfully, you are a nobody. Don't look at me like that. Just hear me out. Because there's nothing wrong with being a nobody. There's not absolutely nothing wrong with being a nobody. Here's why I'm bringing this up. If you grew up that way and you want to step into the light of being vocal and having a opinion, or you were unheard of, you found somebody online, or you listened to them through an actual podcast. And that's another thing we need to talk about because I'm tired of people slandering people who have podcasts. You actually heard these people and you agree with what they say, but you, instead of taking the knowledge of what they're saying and moving in silence, you start to open your mouth and talk like them. And to the point where you think you are them. You then come on places like Clubhouse and YouTube, and you, like say, you have access to Wi-Fi, which means you have access to the internet, you have access to the platform, you have access to come up and speak your mind. My problem is I can see through you. Paid actors is what I call them. Well, actors looking for work, I guess. We'll get to the paid actor parts next in a couple of weeks because Vaughn and a couple of people brought something to my attention that was relatively alarming to me. We'll talk about that in a week or two. When you get the opportunity to speak, you're speaking on behalf of somebody else. You're not even speaking on what you actually genuinely believe in. And we can see through that. At least at the bare minimum, I can see through that. And when you get challenged on the words that you say, you falter, you fumble, you wet the bed. I one thing Vaughn will tell you this. One thing about me is I'm listening to what you're saying. Although more times than not, I don't want to listen to what you're saying, but I have no choice. If you if you insert something into the conversation that is principle based, and I know you don't believe in what you're saying, or you're one sided, I have to challenge that because I sense a level of stupidity when you talk. The audience is not that smart to catch on. They're not. My audience can catch on easily. Everybody else, absolutely not. I have to ask questions, not what I think based off of what you said. This is me using your weapons against you. Only a handful of people kept it consistent, and I gave them their props. Everybody else, if I had to put a number, maybe not over 95%, has stumbled when I asked the question or try to deflect. And that's another thing. I got a big mic, ladies and gentlemen. Anytime people try to bypass what I said, I'm gonna get back on that mic and I'm gonna be the loudest one in the room. I'm like, you're not about to bypass what the fuck I just said. Answer my question. Let me calm down. So I have to challenge your principle every single time. Like there was one person, um, I won't say the room, I won't say the person. It was talking about, man, as a man, I'm gonna do this. This is how this runs. This is how this is going to go. Male ego, something, something. And this is an older man. Vaughn knows who this person is. I'll tell her later. I said, okay, sir. Actually, Vaughn, I think it was in the you wasn't in the room. That wasn't you. I was like, sir, you brought up the word ego. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is a much, much, much older man. I said, sir, what does the word ego mean? He said, man, I ain't worried about that. I was like, exactly, sir. Respectfully, you're just talking. I am asking simple epistemology questions, ladies and gentlemen. And this is where people tend to fall. Now, let me get into what happened last night. Like I said, shout out to Welcome to Louisiana. Shout out to Mauve. Shout out to Content. The people that's involved, there's two reasons why I'm not going to mention their names. One of them, that's name dropping. On when it comes to clout, celebrities, and well established, that's why I'm not going to mention his name or his wife's names. Respectfully, China is in the building. China Smith on YouTube. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? The other person, um, I can't stand. He's a pretender. He's a fraud. And when it's time to step up to the moment, he cowers every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have the opportunity to meet somebody who is giving out free game or is willing to help you or assist you in any type of way, shape, or form by taking it to the next level, seize the moment. China said There's plenty of frauds in Clubhouse. We know this. I know. But this one, I won't mention the fraud's name, but I'm gonna say this: he is 21 years old, and he is in a interracial marriage. That's all I'm giving. Some of you guys already know who I'm talking about. Vaughn is laughing because she knows who I'm talking about. So when it comes to seizing the moment, you have a opportunity. You talk all of this cash shit again, one on stage with adults, grown folks. See, and this is why. See, here's the thing. Here's why there are some normatives that just needs to stay in place when it's applicable. When this guy comes into rooms, the women coddle him. The man kind of someone had to deal with them. And I guess they put up with him because of content. A guy like me, I always say this, ladies and gentlemen, um I've been doing this for 10 years. 10 years of counting. See, China got it. China knows who I'm talking about. We ain't gotta say his name. Um, I know a fraud, I know a pretender when I see one. So people will get upset when I go at him the way I do, or if he's doing too much and I start to expose who he really is and he starts to crash out. That's what I said. There we go. There we go. This is almost equivalent to what Charleston White did to Jay Prince, but in a much more tasteful type of way. Some of you guys, whoever knows knows. I will say that whoever knows knows. When it's time, you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. That's what has always been my motto. So when it's time to seize the moment, you wet the fucking bed. Well, that's your two options. You either wet the bed or you shit the bed. Now, granted, now here's the thing, Chris. You can say, "Well, Chris, you know he's a you're expecting much out of him. Well, what are you expecting out of him?" The answer is nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't trust his PTRs. I don't trust the money he be saying he has. I know plenty of scammers who will take pictures with big wads of cash, pass it to their partners, take pictures, and go on the internet and say, um, "I have an opportunity to get you $50,000. I just need you to send me 500." That's the type of advice he gets. And trust me, we get those back channels every single day. And if you have a house, you get those DMs in your chat. Me personally, anytime they come in my chat, I block them. I don't want no scammers here on that type of time. You're not about to play us. You being part of my house is an insult, so I'm gonna get you out. So why am I bringing this up, ladies and gentlemen? Number one, seize a moment when it's time. If you've been ready, you're obviously you. It means that you get to stay ready. When I almost said that person's name and his wife. When this gentleman is giving you the opportunity to, well, I'll I'll, I'll put it in. Let me put the name. This happened on Clubhouse, so I'll put the individuals in the names in the Clubhouse chat. I'll just keep it off Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. There you go. So when people is actually humble enough, and I remember Anton said this on his morning show when it comes to visiting other platforms. Anton is already solidified. He goes around to other people's platforms just to show love and respect and sometimes join the panels. He has always done that, and to a degree, I will always do that myself. And I knew China was gonna come in here just to see who I was talking about with what happened on last night on Clubhouse. So when it comes to those individuals and people on Clubhouse, please don't mention their names. When it comes to those individuals, the fact that they're able to come to places like Welcome to Welcome to Louisiana and just be part of the conversation or drop some gems. This is how if you really want to make money, this is what I did, and this is what I'm looking to do. Genuine people, free of charge. Secret safe with me. Hilarious. Yeah, free of charge, like maybe I want to say hundreds of $1,000s worth of game. And guess how much you we paid? Zero. $0. Number one, I granted that replay's on, and trust me, I'm gonna go back and listen to that replay because there was too much gems not to collect. But if somebody's offering you all of this information, first of all, take advantage of it. And secondly, if you're really the person that you say you are, which we already know you're not, because you kept on talking like you're not, had a conversation with him. And shout out to Dante Brooks. Shout out to Dante Brooks. I'm glad he called him on the shit. Well, Dante Brooks is cool people. He said, "Are you about that?" And for the record, this smoking gun. We're gonna call him a smoking gun. This person is pretender. And Dante caught that. He said, "All right, then you really about that? And you say you make 6 figures a year to talk to these couple 10,000. What's up?" He started fiddling his figure. He said, you know, you're right. Let me drop it down. 5,000. Still fiddling. I'll drop it down to 1,000. Still fiddling. I'll drop it down to 500. He didn't seize the moment because he is what we always knew. He was what we know him to be. That's why it didn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. Because here's one thing I will always tell people: you're gonna get something for the free version. You'll get more if you pay for it. Shout out to the couple that came in the room and blessed us with the knowledge that they gave us. But I know they're sitting on more information, literally millions of dollars worth of information. You just got to pay for it, and rightfully so. What did the Joker say in The Dark Knight? If you're good at something, never do it for free. And he gave out a little bit. I wonder how much it would cost if I pay that balance. And allegedly, if you had the money to pay the balance, do it. But like I said, we we called you out plenty of times, capping, and now you had the opportunity in front of a high profile individual couple, you went to bed. So, if anything, ladies and gentlemen, stop clout chasing, stop investing into your online persona. This, if anything, where my hashtag at? If this was not a hashtag Chris is always right, I don't know what is. Yeah, Chris is always right. Stop spending so much time investing in your online persona and actually invest that to who you are in real life. Now, this then we're talking about doing a interview with these people. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, I do not want to hear that person talk at all because he is a flaming restart. But the idea is this. Um, you gotta have your resume ready. Like for example, I interviewed people before. I am gonna start interviewing people in 2026, and we're about to wrap up in a minute. I'm gonna start interviewing people in 2026. See, if I was to approach those individuals with the idea. I'm not confirming or denying if I have or not. If I was to approach those individuals with the idea of doing an interview, I already have my resume. I'm already ready to go. I know who they are. I haven't I already have the idea of what I want to talk about. I have all of that set up before I do an interview. I had that set up before I approached Fantasy Island Girl. I had that set up when I approached before I approached Island Girl Q. I had it set up before I protest um approached my guy contact. Had it set up before I approached Cali Bell. And I definitely had this, although I was nervous as shit, I definitely had this taken care of before I approached Angry Man. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready. So that was the recaps of most pivotal things that happened this year. That one was yesterday. That was the most frequent one, but that's a recap of all of 2025. So what is going on in 2026, ladies and gentlemen? Now, some people say those are the only things, those are the most pivotal things that happened this year for me. Lost my car, lost my wheels. And yesterday, it was a reminder of something that happened all this year about people not being ready, not ready to seize the moments, a bunch of restarts. Yeah, yesterday was not fun for me at all. But here we are. So what's going to happen in 2026, ladies and gentlemen? When it comes to interviews, like I said, we're bringing back one-on-one interview. I know I was supposed to have a conversation with Substance, but some things changed. And don't worry, things change for the good. Shout out to my girl Substance. We are going to do that interview just later on down the road. I have one person set up to interview. Her and I just got to set up a date. And once we get that taken care of, we're on our way. Whispers of Doubts is the first series of 2026 that we're going to talk about. You guys see me play the trailer every time before we start the show now. And now you guys are really about to dive deep into my brain of what is going on in there. How did we get here? I can't wait to dive deep into that one right there. And also the short film is will Whisper of Doubts be a short film? It could be a short film, it could be a feature length film. I don't know yet. I just have to sit down and start writing the script, and I'm going to have to figure that out. And speaking of writing, she stepped out the room for a moment, but we're going to bring back um this is a time to bring back the BTSI show website. We're going to get back into writing because get it off your chest is cool. I have zero problems with get it off your chest. We did 103 of those things. And this is the rare time now you guys going to hear me say this. You get more if you put words to paper, or in this case, words to screen. We're going to bring that back so that way my creativity has more playground room to explore and be free and have fun. That's what we're going to do for next year. What about me traveling? Um, we will be traveling next year. Where are we going? I'll just give you the states. Florida is one. I'm actually traveling to the Midwest. That particular location I'm gonna keep to myself because that just might just me be meeting up with somebody and us kicking in and chilling. Detroit, Michigan, we're coming back. We're gonna do a live show from Detroit, preferably when it's warm outside. because the last time we did a live show from Detroit, we had a nice backdrop. Technically Canada, but the backdrop of Detroit was a beautiful thing. Late at night, we're gonna do another live show from Detroit. We are going to go back and redo New York again. As much as I love New York City. I really do. Like I said, if I ever had to be born in New York City, if I had to claim a borough, I'm claiming the Bronx. I'll BX all day. But we're going to do another live show from New York. We're going to surveillance the backdrop and make sure that the internet servers don't interfere with the live stream. Also, will I ever go to the West Coast? Hmm. Uh, I don't know. I honestly and truthfully do not know. I'm not gonna hold you. And let me actually delete this. Yeah. Hold on, let me copy this and paste this. All right, so nobody will see the names so they can go back and watch this on replays. Um, will I go to the West Coast? Maybe. Maybe. And honestly, some people are gonna say you should go to LA. Y'all know I don't like traffic, but we'll see. I'm gonna say is we'll see. Well, for sure, I'm going to Florida. For sure, I'm going to Detroit. I got to redo New York again. And we'll probably go to one other place. So, what's that? Florida. That's Florida. That's Detroit. Um, New York. And West Coast. So, expect me to do 4 live shows on the road 2026. So, we got interviews, we got live shows coming up. The series, the movie, and we'll see. And obviously, that's going to be season 12. Will be March 20th of next year. So those are my plans for 2026, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll be honest, this was an impromptu show, so I'm a little bit. I'm not gonna say I'm tired. I'm just still in the process of waking up. So now I get to start this nice cold day, ending 2025 on a good note. And also, another thing, one thing before we go. With some of the people that Vaughn brought this up, and she's absolutely right. There was some of the people that I came across this year. They're just not coming with me in 2026. They can't. They absolutely cannot. Bad for business. Bad for my mental health. Bad for my spiritual health, my spiritual growth, etc., etc. So it's like if you're not providing something substantiate, well, not substantiate, excuse me. You're not providing anything of substance or value to me, and you're just nothing but an anchor, especially to my intelligence, to my well-being. You gotta go. Respectfully, you just gotta go. I don't go, like I said, I don't go to certain YouTube shows anymore. I don't go to certain clubhouse rooms anymore. And that's just going to I'm just gonna widen that gap even more. Um, for my clubhouse rooms, this is why I enjoy YouTube, my YouTube channel. I enjoy my clubhouse rooms because some of that stupid shit that people will allow just for content, I do not allow here at all. I'm okay with the handful of people that watch me or listen to me because those are the honestly, I'll keep it a buck. The people that watch and listens to me and yeah, watch and listens to me, are the people that actually changes the dynamics of certain platforms. Like like she just came back in the room. A lot of people are going to listen to Vaughn before they listen to me, and I'm okay with that. If I has and Vaughn is a very very intelligent woman, but if there's something I have to offer, and she deems it a worthy point, and she goes to other places and repeats the same point, not because I said it, but because it actually makes sense. Advise how cheap ultimate go. If she gonna say that, people are more inclined to listen to her than me. So that's why I say I'm okay with a handful of people watch or listens to me, because you guys, well, the other people actually listens to them, and the message spreads anyway. I have seen this done countless of times, especially in the last when did I get on the side of YouTube? 3 years now. Yeah, in the last 3 years, or 3.5 years, I have seen my message change the dynamics of Clubhouse. I've seen my message go through the ways of YouTube. I've seen that. I've seen that, and I'm like, cool. The message is out. Like I said, I'm nothing but a messenger. Here's the message. It's no longer mine. It's yours. That's the type of time I'm on. I'm not that type of person where all eyes has to be on me. I've never been that guy, and I never will be that guy. But as long as the message is out, that's all that matters at the end of the day. So that's going to be one of the consistency that carries over to 2026, because it's been with me for I don't know how many years now, and I'm 38 years old. But yes, that is my recap of 2025 and what I expect out of 2026. We're doing the interviews. I'm going to Whisper of Doubts. We're going to do the series. As far as it going to be a short film or a feature film, a long feature film, don't know yet. I will be traveling Florida, Detroit, New York, and one other place, maybe the West Coast, maybe. That's a big ass maybe. I'll get back to you guys on that one. But that's all for 2026, and obviously season 12 of the BTSI show. Vaughn, do you have any words or final words you would like to put into this conversation? The floor is yours.
I don't.
She knows she's a busy woman. And you are feeling better, yes?
Yes, I'm about to go get intoxicated with cleaning solutions because we got to do some New Year's Eve cleaning like the old people.
Oh, sweet Jesus. You should have saw my face when you said you was about to go get intoxicated. I was like, you just got better. Now you want to. Never mind. It's all good. So, intoxicated with cleaning solutions. Well, yeah, that's one nice ritual to end your 2025 before you get ready for 2026.
I'm about to be a black household chemist, mixing everything together.
She's just joking, ladies and gentlemen. She's just joking. You always have to have one in your circle. You always got to have one. Um, yeah, and I I don't know why. LOL. I mean this. No, you're not. She says she's mean. Vaughn says she's mean. She's not mean. She's just direct. And there's nothing I appreciate more than somebody who's direct. Granted, I'm good through reading through lines, but direct is always a good approach. But I need to go slip out of this. Slip out of this hoodie. Oh yeah, heads up. This is hoodies for the homeless. Go, you guys go look this up. No, I am not homeless. You ignorant MFers. I just so happened to work a charity event, and they was giving out hoodies. Obviously, they were giving out hoodies, food, candies to the homeless people, and they had so much left over. They said, "Does any other security officers or the police officers want a hoodie?" Um, Obviously, they don't have a 3X; they have a 2X. So there's that.
Oh, so it's a little snug.
I don't know if it's good. Hold on, let me see if I can stand up. No, this is actually a good size because I have lost yeah, I've lost a lot of weight. So this is actually good. This is actually baggy. I've always been a 3X person, so 2X, I guess we can go for 2X. I don't want to slim down all the way because yeah, I'm not ready to be considered skinny. That's not gonna work. But and also one of these, like I said, well, the charity event that I'm doing, we did it last time we reached 500 subscribers. Like I said, we reached 1,000 subscribers. We are gonna do the Cash App giveaway. Second and third runner up will get 50. First runner up get 50, and winner will get $100 Cash App giveaway once we reach 1,000 subscribers. I do believe we're gonna reach 1,000 next year. I actually know the formula to reach 1,000 next year. It's just that I got burned out the last month doing that. So I took a break. So we're gonna get back to it top of next year with more content like this and more simulcasts. So I do like mixing my Clubhouse and my YouTube family together. However, I understand Clubhouse is a little bit more raw than YouTube. Not
Raw
just
is not the word.
yeah, it's not the word. I know. That's yeah, that's the only lacking for a better word I can find. Although I do know some YouTubes that can bang with anybody on Clubhouse, but Clubhouse is different. Like you hear a sweetheart on the stream right now, but she said something the other day, last week. I'm not going to repeat what she said, but all I'm going to say is how can I say this?
Man, in this time with the cast and stop trying to.
All I'm gonna say is you can't be flirting with me like that. But I'll just leave it at that. She didn't say it to me. She said it to somebody else. I'll say, okay, she's trying to flirt. Let's not do that. But let's get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for being part of my 2025. This is season 11. Like I said, season 12 is next year, March 20th. But let's get out of here. More content like this, subscribe and share. Follow me on all socials. Links are located in the description. Like I mentioned, we're on the way to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 in the Cash App giveaway. There will be runner-up prizes as well. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Last show of 2025. Clubhouse, pull up tomorrow because I need to check in with you guys to make sure y'all made it to 2026. So, thank you guys for tuning in. This is the BTSI show. I'm your host, Christopher J. I will see you guys next year. Peace out. Y'all have a good one.
Extraterrestrial, like an extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial.
Doctor?
Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't belong. I feel like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial. 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 Like I don't belong. Extraterrestrial, 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 extraterrestrial.
It's a mess. Hey, don't even worry about it.